Welcome back to my channel, Antoinette here, and we are doing the hashtag spring cleaning with Rachele, sorry, excuse me. So this is the April spring cleaning month with the Amethyst Ascension Facebook group, and Rachele is taking charge of this one. So there is a journal to download for this, which I have downloaded, and that has got prompts. There are 4 spreads in there that you can use to help you with your spring cleaning. And I'm going for drawers because these are in a right old mess. Most people will be doing their decks. That is my aim, but I just feel like I need to, this corner, it's messing up my brain, so I need to come here and just get these emptied in some kind of better order, get my stuff together. So thank you, Rachele, for creating the April spring clean tag. Hopefully I'm going to get something good from this, but if not, I will at least have sorted drawers. My drawers will be in order. And then hopefully I will get to the decks. But the decks, yeah, I just can't pull them out whilst everything else is in the mess over here. So that's what we'll be doing. We're going to do the witchy drawers and the craft drawers. And lots of stuff in here. You see, it's just all kind of gets chucked in. It's like a basket and then throw stuff in randomly. I don't even know what's in here. I wouldn't know to look in there. If I want to do something, it takes me a while because I have to find everything. My herbs and resins are all split up. Powders I've made are split up. I mean, look, I don't even know what's in here. Got cards, jars, lepidolite, crystals. Interesting. Lots of stuff on witches' caskets and bags, looks, for creating herb sachets and things. Yeah, empty tea light holders. Oh, runes. The runes I've made. I don't use these ones really. I use my witches runes more. Candles. This is from lavender. And an empty box. Okay, I'm sure we can make better use of an empty box. Polymer clay roller. Keyboard for upstairs. The box for my keyboard. There's another Patrick Venza box. I don't even know what belongs in there. I don't even know what it's doing in my drawer. Where that can go. Yeah, we've got a few things to sort out here. So that's good. And hopefully it'll help to spring clean my mind. So here we have some herbs. These ones are from Freya's Cauldron. And other stuff. So yeah, you can see I do need to go through and just sort this stuff out. So I've got more herbs and things in here. My original intention was to have like a drawer of amazing jars and herbs, but actually it's not practical. So we're going to have to rethink the jar situation. Now look at all this stuff. I didn't even know all this was in here. Look, this is clearly my dumping drawer. Or my dumping box. Oh, we have some amber. Yep. So I do need to put all this in order, I think. So if you're interested, get a cup of tea and join me. Otherwise, feel free to skip on. So my original intention was to put them into these, but now I've discovered that they are too big. So they don't fit in here. So now what am I going to do? The bag fits inside, but it's still too big to do what I wanted to do with it. So it still seems a bit silly. I'm a little bit annoyed at myself really. I'm not checking the sizes of these before I bought them. I think what, 30 of them. So let's see where I get to with this. Okay, so it's only this bit that's been cleared. It's a beautiful day outside and I don't want to be in here basically. It's as simple as that. I need to spring clean. As Rachele very kindly said, spring cleaning your mind is just as equal as spring cleaning your area. So because there is so much crammed into this space and it just keeps getting dumped on, I think what I've done is a good clear for me. So this has to be dealt with. That will slowly get emptied through, but I have now got like a clear workspace. I have found some incense from Witch Casket, and this was something to help bring your desires to you. It's not really reading, is it? What was in there? So patchouli and orange. I don't know if that's showing up. So I've burnt one of those, and I have a lemon candle, which I found in my drawers. I forgot I had these. These are beautiful. It's got a lovely, very gentle scent on it, and I have to be careful now because that's a reusable jar once it's done. I have to be very careful with that. I found some twigs that I pulled from the waters when I went to Boscastle. Well, it's not really a twig. It's more a driftwood, but it hasn't been fully stripped yet. It hadn't been beaten by the sea. So I pulled that from the sea. And I haven't touched my shelves really, other than made sure there was nothing that shouldn't be in that box. This one has got what it needs in it. It's just spare crystals. And I found this one, so I can put some bits into there, so I can maybe clear off some of this if I need to and put into this box. I am just not with these because I can't. These are all beads and jewellery stuff. It's scary what's in these. I mean, literally thousands of pounds of metals, precious metals, beads. I happen to have sapphires, all sorts in there, and other metals. So that will just be when I get around to doing a jewellery clear out. I will get to those. So this drawer, I don't know if I did show it at the start, but this was full of chaos. It now feels a bit better. And I found so I'm going to make, if you can see them, some silver metal earrings. I had some like candy stripes, some with love, little rainbows. I completely forgot I had these, so I'm going to get them onto some earrings so I can wear them. Nice studs. So top drawer, I didn't really show this one in big detail, but this was full and it was far more chaotic than this, so this does feel much clearer to me. I can now see where all my polymer clay bits are, my tiles. I even found another twirly candle thing, carousel, some spare notebooks and diaries that I can use. I found super glue, all my glasses cleaners are all here. I've got my gloves there. My metal cleaners are here. A pair of scissors. Anyone remember Atari? I've got Pac-Man, Berserk and Space Invaders there. Obviously my besom, which I don't actually use, so that's probably something I maybe don't need and could hang up, but it's in here. And then I've just got some little bits that I've found, including my wax melts there, which I did use at Christmas time this year to seal everyone's cards with their monies in. Some other bits and bobs. I love this bag. I just love this bag. I used to do textiles, and this bag at one point for me was like the epitome of I don't know, the kind of look and feel I suppose I was going for. So that's all polymer clay stuff. This one won't look any different if you did spot it in the video, but it has all come out and all gone straight back in again. So I have a photo album, I have kitchen roll, I have felts, which I use for sewing, string because I use that for everything, some cards if I need them, candles, clean film, all things that help to cover when I'm doing stuff, wipes, photos. That's Tarot Summer School 2021, although I never got around to going back and getting all of the classes in there. Pucker pads, wax sheets down there, and then the box at the bottom has got like mica powders and things in, because I have a melt pot for making and casting kind of wax melts. These are all, I was going to empty them out, but I actually decided to keep them as they are because these are all stacked trays which had various beads pulled out at different points to do different projects. So I've left them, I've chosen to leave them as they come. And down there are some spare pebbles and stones. So I've just had to swap voice, sorry. I found a box, and in here I discovered some candles I'd made. So these are house blessing candles made from my wax sheets and herbs and oils, and they still smell beautiful. I probably made them 5 years ago when I very first started becoming intentional about my craft, I suppose is the right way of saying it. So I just have tins with various glues, fabric stuff, and some more pebbles that I was going to make a spare set of runes with. Maybe I will. I'll have to see. But I love the tin, so I can't throw the tin away. And here we go, the big drawer. This has changed, I hope you can see. It feels cleaner. So here's the bags that turns out I can't use. So that's a shame. I'll need to find a new use for those. My runes, my personal runes, are in this box, which my partner gifted to me years ago when I first started tarot. So yeah, here we are. Here's my runes. Don't ask me what that one is. Unfortunately, my yacht varnish is starting to turn yellow. They're quite old. I've just got some cloths in here and a travel bag. There's some candles. Moon water from this year is in here. Storm water. That was a good storm, that one. Still got 2 of those candles left. I've got one out on the side. There's one of my clay foam rollers and my oils. So this is where I keep all of my working oils, and then I have ones in the kitchen for housework. Spare candle. There's some sage that I've discovered while I was cleaning in another part of the room, and the lid to go on. There we are. Now my lighter doesn't fit. I'll have to find somewhere to put that. I just like keeping the oils in that floral box. It feels right to me, so that's my lot. If they don't fit in the box, I can't have more. And the 2 witch casket boxes have been sorted. So we have, go with this one first. So here are all my herbs, all sorted out now in an A to Z. 2 rows of herbs, all various ones that I found I've used, and also ones that I've been given through the witch casket over time. I also have my charcoal discs in here and my charcoal disc holder, and some resins and stuff that I have made as well and blended, some of my own blends too. And then in my second box, I just have some of my paraphernalia. So I found a cloth to protect the work surface when I'm working, manifest jars, spare jars of copal resins. As I say, I keep my empty tea light holders for working in. I found some path opening oils, and I've got this is a nail, iron nail, which I use to inscribe, spare bags, crystals. There's more crystals in that all-seeing eye box. Spare bags in the black bag that you can see there, and then I just have some of the witch casket rituals, manifestation spells and things here in the back that relate to some of the items that are in these boxes still. So I can just come and access those if I want to. I might well put them in my folder with the other stuff from the witch casket, but this is where I've just put these ones because I think they're either ones that I have used and some of which I was still planning to use. So that is my very organised drawer. I hope you like. I'm feeling very proud with this one. Now I did actually do my plastic drawers, but not a lot looks like it's happened here. So some stuff is gone. This is a couple of things in here that I need to get rid of. Some stuff I need to find a home for. And my herbs were originally in those red pots. So now they're empty and it's a question of what am I going to do with them. These are plastic, not glass. So I'm sure I'll come up with something for Halloween. You never know. And yeah, that altar cloth there I don't need anymore, and there's a moon phase one there that I don't want. I've got some paperwork gone into that pretty folder. Here's my bin, I've emptied that. I've got rid of some other boxes. I've stored boxes everywhere. So the boxes have gone from these areas that I don't need, which was a big thing for me because they're always handy. And this is my card making stuff and textiles course I did. I've got some punches in there as well. I found some textiles that are still waiting to go onto my witch in the porch. But I've never got around to finishing her, so we'll see if she happens at any point. Here are cards for card making, so I just can't fit that stuff down in this drawer. It's a funny shaped drawer, or all my envelopes are funny sizes, I'm not sure. I have a 12 punch, I think this one is, mushroom punch, and a 9 punch at the top, so I don't really need both of them, but hey ho. I haven't done this drawer, this is just trays of jewellery stuff, and then this one is ribbons and crafts for gift wrapping. And that's my heater. So my table feels a little bit clearer, but I found this. I know I bought this a few years ago. It's from Gallon Leather. It's a really cool tool. Let me show you it. I used to use it when I first started journaling in, I think, my Stalogy. I was using it to help draw borders and things, but look at this. Isn't it beautiful? I really should look to get to using that. I mean, I don't know how you use all the things for all the things, but I was just using it to create borders and shapes. And I also found an atomizer, so I have put some witch casket protection blend that was already pre-crafted in here, and it's got bergamot, basil, and I missed what the other one was. Is it gardenia? So it's just an atomizer that you spray. It all comes out, so that was really handy. So we discovered that, so that's something nice. I can just keep that on my table, and I can spritz around for protection when I need it. Oh, and I found some lepidolite, so the angel feathers, with a lovely purple colour. So I've decided to put that on my desk and take it out of where it was hidden. So as I said, it's been a beautiful day, and for me, spring cleaning my mind, popping some of my bedding out to air, and washing the sheets and things, and just enjoying the garden. So the dandelions and the bluebells kind of sprung up overnight. These weren't really here yesterday, and now they've just gone absolutely crazy. And this is my rose garden, and this would normally be full of 12 rose bushes, but the last 2 winters have been really hard on them, and it looks like we've lost most of our rose bushes. They were old as well, so I'm really gutted. Look at the state of this. That's all that's left. It just rotted out completely. And there's a few that just disappeared. I've got patches where the bushes have gone. Even these ones aren't looking particularly healthy. So we'll see what happens this year with this patch. As you think, it was past. The trees are doing well, so they are blooming early. So we've got the apple blossoms about to go. We have the pear blossoms, lots of pear blossoms on this one, I'm pleased to see, so hopefully we'll get a good bounty. Got 2 pear trees, and my neighbour's honeysuckles peeking over the wall, so fingers crossed that's going to bring me a beautiful scent when the wind blows across from there. And the quince has, despite me giving it a really nasty cutback only 2 weeks ago, it's still flowered. I'm surprised. I thought it might not do this year, but obviously all the flowers mean that we're going to get fruit, so there's still quite a bit of flowering, considering, I mean, I must have taken 6/10 of this quince this year. And my spinner has been, the wind's been changing direction, so it's blowing from a different direction, so it has been going, so we'll just give you a little show. I love this little sugar skull head. It was a birthday present from my partner, so we have that one. And then the garden, really, the weeds have taken, or we call them weeds, the wild flowers have taken just everywhere. Like this cleared out, we cleaned it, ready to do veg planting, and look at it. And I also have the cherry blossoms, and now I don't know what this is called, but it is really beautiful with the red leaves that come out, and then it gives off like a white kind of dangly flower thing. Well, thank you for joining me spring cleaning, and I hope you get to spring clean and breathe and enjoy the sunshine yourselves, relax and be happy. Many blessings to you all, and thank you, Rachele, for doing this tag, and I hope to see your VRs to it too.